Welcome to another episode, so to speak, of our Hexa and Hacks series. And today we're going to dive into a little bit of data and reporting, specifically in regards to one of the latest features, the business intelligence dashboards. So let's dive right in. So with EAM, you can obviously run reports via Cognos and get it PDFs and Excels, which takes time, and generally that data can be static or old at that point. And with BI dashboards, it gives you a little bit more real-time insights into that information in the form of a live start center almost. Or if anyone is familiar with the Overview 360 screens, that would be commonly related or referenced in regards to the new BI dashboard. Okay. So with this being native within EAM now, there's no need to integrate or export with other tools like Power BI or Tableau. And the other great aspect to that is it is real time, and you can set refresh intervals down to individual seconds, right? One big quick note before we dive into some other things here is that the BI dashboards are based on Apache Superset, and they are exclusively available in the cloud as of now. So if you are on-prem, these screens may not be available to you. So let's get started. So within EAM, there are two main screens that go along with the BI dashboards. They're most likely hidden by default, and they can be added to your super user or R5 admin group, or anyone that you would feel comfortable with access, creating, and utilizing these dashboards. So within our environment here, we have these set up in a nice submenu called Business Intelligence. And inside of that, we have our two screens. So one being the BI author and one being BI dashboards. So the author screen, think of it as the Apache Superset equivalent to Cognos Report Studio. So this is where you can actually create and utilize those queries against the database to pull data, and then form and create charts out of that to then post on your dashboards. Okay. And then that would take you directly into the BI dashboard screen where you can then go see and view those. Okay. So this would be your end user screen for the groups or users, end users, whoever needs to see that information, right? And with that being said, there is one important note to this is it does require the author license in order to access the BI author. And of course, the consumer would be required to access the reports via the dashboards. A few things before we open it up and start looking around as well is that we have a few constraints with Apache Superset and how it is implemented with EAM. So there is a functionality with GL mapping, like a deck.gl map functionality that's not supported with EAM. Emailing the dashboards is not supported. Superset can only email links, which will not work as you need to be within EAM to access Superset. so you can't log into it directly. You have to access it via dashboards or the author screen, kind of like how you would access Cognos. And there's no scheduling access, right? So you would want to pull these from your dashboard and then export that way. And a couple things regarding some future updates. The export import functionality should be getting some updates in the near future if it hasn't already, actually. And there should be additional sample dashboards coming within BI intelligence or business intelligence to give you some better starting points or foundations that you can build off of. Also, it's should be updated now, but it was originally impossible to launch a single dashboard directly from the menu. I think that is coming in a future update if it hasn't been added already, but we can double check. Should be the May release, so it should be on the way. All right, so let's dive in. From the BI author aspect, again, opens up very similar to Cognos, if you guys are familiar with that. And with the BI dashboards, everything basically starts in essence from right to left, right? So you would start with your SQL to pull information from the database. You can then save that information into your data sets, and then you can build your charts off of those data sets and then add the charts into your dashboards. Fair enough. So starting from the back, if we open up our dashboard here that is within our editor, we can see what is already here just for giving some examples. We can play with this and edit it live, but we can also see the data live as well. So this would be very similar to what they would see on their actual dashboard. Okay. And what we have here are two sections broken out into essentially work order metrics and equipment metrics, with an example middle column here with a new chart in development. Okay, so let's dive into this guy and see how it works. So this particular one is titled for the work order count. So it's giving us counts by work order status. So however many number of those work orders by statuses that we are currently utilizing in our EAM environment. And then those counts are then broken out by work order type. We can also dynamically manipulate these in real time with various different aspects to the editor piece to dive into the data a little bit better. Okay, so looking a little deeper into this guy, if I wanted to see the query, see how it's being ran, I can pop that open and it gives me that detail. I could even copy it from here and then start an additional query to build something similar or use it as a baseline or make corrections, et cetera, right? If I hit edit chart through the ellipses, this is where all the fun and the magic happens. So this is where you can take the data that is coming in from the query that we have put together, or the data set in this sense, and start building that out into a chart format. In this case, we have a horizontal bar chart. So looking at customization, we can dynamically and in real time alter and view this information, change what we're pulling and looking at, and then specifically filter that chart however we would like. So at the foundation of what's driving all of our charts here is the SQL, right? And BI Author has what it calls SQL Lab built in, part of Superset here from Apache. And we have essentially a live editor where we can write in SQL against the database and then run that live against those or against the database to get live results. When we're ready to utilize these, we can then save those data sets, and those data sets are available in a list, whether it is a custom one that we've put together, or whether we are simply pulling an entire table and just utilizing that to build a chart off of it. So if we would like to start with our query, then we can start building directly from here, adding in customization and data points in order to build a new chart. And then once that chart is saved, we can then add it into our dashboards. I can then edit that dashboard, and then I have the list of those charts available on the right-hand side. And then it is very simply drag and drop. We'll use this guy for an example onto the screen where you want it. There we go. Doesn't really relate to my my equipment, but that's all right. Hit save. And now our new chart is available. We could even take this guy out. Perfect. Notice too that we are published and we have certified this for use, which gives us this nice little checkbox. And then outside of our author and within EAM, the end user can then have access to those BI dashboards directly on screen, depending on the ones we allow for them to see based on the published and available, and they can grab that data directly from here. Yeah. So definitely a lot to brainstorm, a lot of flexibility and capabilities here with what you can do as far as reporting goes. It's not nearly as complicated as Cognos, and it's a lot more flexible than your Start Center. So take that away and come up with some cool stuff. Let us know if you need any help. Just remember that it is for those cloud or Oracle-based environments currently, and you do need that author license. Otherwise, hope you guys have a fantastic day, and we will see you guys in the next episode of the HxGN Hack Series.